G20 is not the arena for power politics. I accept, I'm very, very conscious that diplomacy and international relations is a very competitive exercise. But even in diplomacy, there are occasions when you are competitive, there are occasions when you are cooperative. G20 is very much a collaborative forum. It is even countries who differ profoundly on many other issues, but their history, if you look at it, in G20 is to find something which brings them together. So we are trying to develop an agenda that if you look at resources for green development, for example, if you look at dealing with sustainable growth, if you are looking at plastics, if you are looking at biofuels, if you are looking at educational access, at nutrition, these should not be, and I don't think these are political issues. So what India's strategic calculations and adjustments may be, I think, is a different subject. If somebody felt that they were most comfortable in Lutyens Delhi or completely comfortable in Vigyan Bhawan, that's their prerogative. That was their world. So yes, you have had summit meetings where the impact of the country probably went 2 kilometers on a good day out of Vigyan Bhawan. This is a different government. It's a different era. It's a different thought process. A Prime Minister felt, and all of us have worked in that direction, that the G20 is something which should be treated as a national endeavor, that different parts of India must have a sense of participation, and that this is something which has been truly, I would say, non-partisan. If you look actually at the G20 events, a lot of it were held in states which are not ruled by BJP governments. They are ruled by governments in the opposition. And you can see the result. I mean, to me, one of the big pluses of the G20 is really how much more interested the people of India, especially the young people of India, have got in foreign policy, and they need it, because look, this is a globalized era. This is an era where the opportunities can be very global, where the problems also, as we saw during COVID, can be global. So we need to, as part of the transformation of India, we need to create a global awareness in this country, and I think the G20 has been very, very helpful in it. And for those who feel that we should be stuck in 1983, I mean, please, you are welcome to be stuck in 1983. I'm sorry, the country has moved on. We are in 2023. Today, the fact that you have G20, I mean, G20 is today seen as the premier global forum. After all, just think in the last year, compare the G20 meeting to anything else, which has happened. A NATO meeting, I don't know, a SCO meeting, a BRICS meeting, a Quad meeting, a UN meeting. Nothing has evoked the kind of attention and focus that a G20 meeting has.
We were talking about the declaration, and the Russian foreign minister was pretty belligerent, saying that they wanted their view on the Ukraine crisis to be included in the declaration. Don't you see that muscle flexing has begun even before the summit?
That may be the way you would characterize it. I mean, for me, anybody would try to put across their national position, try to maximize their negotiating position, if you would. I think you should wait and see what actually happens in the negotiation, not prejudge it purely in terms of what may be said on one occasion and what may be the media interpretation of what was said on one occasion.
So, do you think that the fact that President Biden is going to be here for 3 days in India, is that going to impact on the other countries feeling that India as a host country is again paying too much attention?
No, I just think you're going on a wrong track here. I think you will see that everybody will come in smoothly. Nobody will have to wait for anybody else. For us, the G20 is a collective exercise. We will deal with it in that collective side.
It's not just the bandobast I'm talking about.
We are India. We are India. We know how to handle the world.